YouTube. Okay, now I can test it. As soon as this appears, I can test it. I'm very excited. What we say about the color then on the messages? I quite like it myself. Or do people prefer the gray? Originally, I wanted the gray to be more like a glass effect, but it's impossible to do a blur effect with the way that I did it. There might be a way to do it if I built it as like a extension to OBS, so it was built into OBS, but I'm not going to spend the time doing that. I'm not going to spend the time to do that. Thank you very much. Let me just... set up... Yeah, I'll just set that as a pin. There we go. Ah, yes, it's got transparency. Yo, say less, say less, say less. Ah, there we go. We got it. We got transparency on it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. I like the colors personally. I like the colors, but I'm not sure what to do. Keep the colors or go back to the gray, or maybe go over a black. I'm not sure. I like the colors. I think it attracts the eye more, draws the eye more. Like, I know who's who easier that way as well. It means that people's colors mean something, like, more. Like, they can actually see, you know, like, someone can set their own color and then have it come up on the stream, which I think is pretty nice. Is like, adds a little bit of, you know, just shows off someone's personality a little bit more, like, what color you want for. Like, I like reds. I've always liked reds. I've always liked the color. Red is very bright to me. It stands out. It's very powerful. That's why the crew color is red. Although I don't mandate it or anything. Like, I'm not someone who mandates the color red or anything in the crew. Obviously, if people want to dress up with red, that's always nice. It does kind of show us all being together, even if it's just a little bit of red. But yeah, I obviously don't mandate it. Like some crews, I'm not going to mention any names, but there are some crews out there that might be a little bit of a better fit for some. If you know, you know. They go to Okinawa in the military a lot. Yeah, there's a big base there in the US ever since World War II. Alright, let's do it. So I think the mission is ready. Let's get it going on. You know the crew, the Don we talk about. Yeah, there's one Don in particular who has a crew. He's very crew orientated. He's very into the crew life.
Wake up! It's game day! Go pick up the LS panic truck and let's hit the arena. I'll call you back in a few.
He loves his crew. Oh, I like the purple, man. I like the purple Caitlyn went with. It looks really nice on the screen. I did add a tint to it just so that the name is a little bit clearer. So it's not exactly the same color that you've picked, but it's close. It's just a slight tint. I do like it. It looks clean on my end. I don't know what it looks like on the stream end, to be fair. I know that the stream, the bitrate obviously will cause some artifacting and pixelation, which on my end, it's crystal clear, of course. I guess in the recordings too, whenever I put videos up, the text will be clean. You actually want a brighter purple. Oh, do you know? Oh wait, do you you can't set a bright purple, can you? You need to be either a turbo or prime user, right? Have like a custom purple. Use your mom's Prime, but you don't have her account anymore. Ah, sucks. I will say that's the one thing that I like about my Prime. That's one of the reasons I don't cancel Amazon Prime is I do like the few perks it gives you on Twitch. But I mostly just keep it because I do buy a lot from Amazon, but I hate it, but it's so convenient for someone who doesn't drive. Obviously, if you drive, yeah, it's not so bad to go to shops and stuff, but when you don't drive, my god. Nothing is more difficult than having to carry home something heavy on the bus. I remember when was it like 2 years ago when I had to get bricks from my garden wall, and we went and bought bricks and we carried them home on the bus. I had like 8 bricks on me. I had like 4 bricks on my back in a bag, and then I had like I had 2 bricks. No, I had more than I had more than 8 then, because I had at least 4 in my bag, and I carried more. I had like 2 bags on my hands, and I had bricks in those as well. So maybe it was like 12 actually.
Okay, there should be an elevator that
Something like
goes
that.
into the private box.
One thing I have learned though is if I need more bricks, I'm just gonna buy a bigger bag, and yeah, good workout that. Because getting bricks delivered is a pain in the ass because they charge you a fortune. If you need like a ton of bricks, yeah, it's not so bad. But what happens if you just need like 20 bricks? I guess you could buy 100 of them and then just keep the rest in the garden or something, but you gotta keep them dry, otherwise they can crack. You know, you gotta keep, at least you gotta keep the, you know, not too exposed. Water gets into the top of them, yeah. Bit annoying. She added you because your friend told her to, and she actually didn't, but I thought it was kind of funny. She actually did it. So what, her sister got her to do it? Well, that's like a joke. There we go. Stick your eyes in it. There we go. I beg they put Arena Wars on soon. They did mention that there's a motorsport, like a motorsport related mode being put on extra soon. So I'm hoping that like, I'm hoping it is Arena Wars. Because we need Arena Wars. We need it so bad. There it is.
Okay, so we gotta disable the car so you can catch it. Use one of the camera drones in the private box.
I think that's the thing we need more than anything is Arena Wars. God, them nights back in COVID, sitting on Arena Wars, so crazy. It was on, I don't know how long it was on for, but it felt like a lifetime, because I think it was just around the same time that Arena Wars first, where COVID first, like, took off. So I'm pretty sure that's why it was so... It was like, it must have been quite soon after, and it just felt like it went on forever, because it felt like months of just doing Arena Wars, but I'm pretty sure it was only like 2 weeks. But it's really stuck in my mind. That year, I think they must have put it on a few times that year then. They must have put it on about 3 or 4 times that year. Oh shit, these guys are not fucking around.
Remember to activate that bypass module once you're in the car. They'll just shut the car off if you don't.
Yeah, we'll use some snacks. Just because these Donnies are actually pretty accurate. Well, I guess you might as well just leave her on there now, Kaylin, honestly. Oh. That was definitely my Controller, oh my god. Slam right into the side with that, Jesus. I'm pretty sure this is the right door, so let's wait. There we go. I like the Juggler, man. It's such a good car. Jesus Christ. That guy is moving mad for an SUV. Jeez.
Holy shit! Mom! Oh, blowing up the car must have been part of the show. We gotta get it out of there before it goes off. Oh, I met this guy Hao at the LS car meet a couple weeks ago. You know him? He's a
I think it's pretty concerning that
right fucking now. I'll let
he only met Hal a few weeks ago. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, take it there. Like, what would happen if he didn't meet Hal? Does he just think, oh yeah, we'll just steal the car and if we blow up, we blow up? Also the fact he trusts him so well after like 3 weeks. Whew. Nice. Oh shit, they're all on me now. Woo!
Damn, your life flashed before my eyes. Seriously. Just drive the car back to the yard.
Jeez.
Without any damage. And let's go.
God, I love the Juggler. What a great vehicle, though. It's just such a nice vehicle. It sounds great. It drives well. It's not too big and clunky. But it's not too small that it'll get battered around the place. It's a nice car. And it's got 4 seats. Which means you can pick up all the guys if you need to. In any mission. I really hope in GTA 6 that cars feel a lot more valuable. I really hope we get past this point of just cars being things you just kind of replace. You know, you blow it up, you call up the guy, or, you know, it puts it back in your garage straight away. Either, if you're going to do something like that, have a timer so that there is a timer on it to make it so you can't, you know, if you run out of vehicles, you know, you run out of vehicles, too bad. Like, I don't know, I just think that it's really stupid in GTA 5 how every car you own is so easily replaced. And it's just, I don't know, it takes away a lot of the value of having a car, or a certain type of car. That's one thing I will say about, again, GTA 4. GTA 4 did it really well. You didn't own any cars, of course, but I really felt like in a lot of the missions you did with your friends online, I remember everyone used to hop in the same car. It was just what we did. And obviously, if your car went, if you popped your tire or your car was shot up and it was starting to smoke, yeah, you know, it felt like, oh shit, you know, we're gonna have to replace it with some shit car off the street. You know, you would go and get yourself a nice car beforehand, and then you know you'd if it got shot to pieces, you might just have to take anything off the street. But in this game, if you lose your car, your first thought isn't, oh shit, I need to find another car to replace it. It's just, let me call up my mechanic. It's like, come on, man. It's really takes away the value of a car. So I really hope in GTA 6, I really hope we go back to having cars feel important. Especially because I hope in GTA 6, any weapons you have in that car, if that car goes bye-bye, if it gets blown up, that's your weapons gone too. Like, you have to buy more weapons. If you're driving a car and you crash that into the river, that's your punishment. Your punishment is you're going to have to do what you have with what you have on your person. So most likely pistols or SMGs. I hope that's the case. Really hoping that. But will Rockstar do it, or will they give in to the, you know, the casual lot, the ones that will cry that they don't have access to their favorite, you know, weapons and stuff? Mix over on YouTube. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I think that's what will... I hope it's what will happen anyway, but I just feel worried that Rockstar might be like, well, the average player might be upset that they can't just pull out RPGs whenever they feel like it and pull out cars whenever they feel like it. I think people will also complain, oh, I can't just spawn a jet. I can't just spawn a helicopter next to me. Like, it's great for convenience, and because of the way that GTA 5 is built after all the updates, yeah, like, if you got rid of all the... If you got rid of the Oppressor, you got rid of the Sparrow spawns and stuff like that, this game would suck because of how much the game is designed around having easily accessible vehicles. But I think if you design the game from the ground up not to have easy accessible vehicles, it might be really good. So that's what I'm really hopeful for the next one. Alright, let me sell some acid, because I forgot to do that last time. Well, when I say forgot, I mean I was too tired. You know I'm tired when I say I can't be bothered to do the acid, because acid's easy peasy. If I couldn't be bothered doing acid, yeah, I'm tired. Okay, yep, it is ready. Nice. So my plan is I'm going to do a Agents of Sabotage mission. I'm going to do one of those, and then I'm probably going to do Chop Shop again if it's available. And if I'm feeling like it, I might actually go and do some random heists again. I don't know, I kind of miss just joining random heists and seeing what happens. So I kind of feel like doing that again. So I'll do an Agents of Sabotage mission if I need to. And then I'll think about that. Yeah, random heist. Could be, doing a few of those could be really fun. And it kind of breaks it up a little bit, because I need to do these Chop Shops and I need to do these Agents of Sabotage like really bad. But they're not fun. They're not fun. Let's be real. They're not fun missions. So yeah, having some random heists could be nice to break it up. See what it hands me, what hands they hand me, because yeah, that's part of the fun, isn't it? Seeing what nonsense you're gonna get. You join a heist and you know you got some of the most devious people around. Some of the most devious people when you join a heist. I love that. That's what I like about it, though. You join a heist, you got two people that have no idea what's going on. You might have one person that knows what to do. And then you watch them slowly unravel as they have to put up with the randoms. And you're the only competent person there other than that person. It's great. It's great fun. It's really good fun, so I might do that. It's been a while since I've done that. Yeah, I'll do an Agents of Sabotage just because I need to. And I've got like a little goal here. I'm going to do one Agents of Sabotage mission every time I do a stream. That means I only need to do 24 more streams and then I can retire because I finished the Agents of Sabotage stuff. I never have to do it again. But nah, I will do, I think that's what I'll do. One Agents of Sabotage mission every single time I stream, and then that way it's less than a month worth of streams. Well, I don't stream every day anymore, but 2 months worth of streams and I'm done with Agents of Sabotage, so that's the big brain play right there, because otherwise I'll be driven mad by it. Hey Blurp, how are you doing? Is that a police officer? Is that the Popo? Okay, no, there's no Popo in that. Is there any Popo? Is there anyone standing around watching? I don't see anyone. I don't know where to do it. I'll do it here. See what happens. Okay, good. You just rewatched the drama since it came out on digital. Very nice. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, hello. Man, you know what? At GTA 6, yeah, I hope we get to have a pet. Like, that we can actually take out with us, not just leave it in our house. And I hope that the dogs that we can pick from are much more much bigger variety, because I'm not gonna lie, the variety in this game is pretty bad. I really want a dog in GTA 6. Where should we do it? I mean, these are all bad areas because I'm kind of in the open, but I mean, we're literally just off a highway, I guess. Like this is a pretty important highway. Like it takes people from, well, it takes people to Sandy Shores, I guess. I mean, not that that's a particularly important place, but still. Holy shit. I hate when you flinch when you're driving through that and you almost hit an animal. Like, I notice when my body flinches, like I'm about to hit something. I hate that. I don't know why. It never happens when I hit like vehicles or anything. It's only animals. I think it's like my brain subconsciously is feeling bad. Just like desperately trying to avoid it. Oh shit. Jesus. Yeah, hit the tree. The tree's fine. I don't care about the tree. I don't care about the tree. If I hit that, fine. I mean, technically it's a living being, but I don't care about it that much. Not in this game, anyway. I guess because the trees act more like concrete in this game than actual trees. Anyone around? Any police? Ah, who are you? Who are you? Yeah, definitely police. No, this guy's sus, man. Look. Nah, this guy's sus as anything. Nah. I see you. I see you. Just put thermal goggles on when you're driving around. You'll see them all. E. Yeah, he was far away too, but trust, he would have seen me. He 100% would have seen me. There's no way he wouldn't have. That Donnie would have spotted me from a mile away. Like, he wasn't even looking. He was looking at his phone, yet he would have still spotted me. Alright, where else? Anyone here? Endenalo, hello, how you doing? No. I don't see any police over there. I don't see any police. We're good. Yep, I think we're good. I really like this area. It's really nice. It feels really kind of country-esque. But the issue is, it's right next to a town. It's always my issue with this game. It feels like they compressed a much larger map down, which they probably did, to be fair, but I would hope that with GTA 6, yeah, I really want to get some nice countryside locations. I know that from the leaks we saw quite a nice variety of it, and obviously in the trailer we saw that kind of the country motel. I hope we get to see a lot more of that. I'd love to have some nice kind of hideouts in the countryside, because man, that's one thing we've never had since San Andreas. Like, San Andreas was the last time we had that. Been over 20 years. I think we deserve it. Is this live? It is indeed live, yes. Legacy Allen, hello. How you doing? dog. You know what's kind of, you know, actually, you know what's scary? Thinking about it. You don't even know if it's live anymore, because even if you ask the person if it's live, you can have an AI. You can have an AI like voice that responds to the person now. Like, you wouldn't even know, because you can have an AI that sounds exactly like a human that could say, yes, I'm live, whilst it's playing a pre-recorded video. That's crazy. I need to get on that, you know. I need to just replace me, like, myself with yeah, you know what? That's the big brain. That's the big brain right there. I could just record. I don't even need to record that much. I could just record, like, a couple. I could just feed it all the videos in the past and have the AI replace me. And then I could just, like, live stream, and then no one would even know. No one would even know. Because it could just be talking for me. Also, congratulations on getting the first mystery jackpot, except for the unfortunate reality you got the shit mystery jackpot of only 5,000. The highest mystery jackpot goes up to 100,000, so you got the shit one that only goes up to 5,000. So, kind of congrats, you got the mystery jackpot, but you didn't get the good one, so congrats, I guess. Kind of congrats. Hi in Russia. Hello to you. In Russia, hello. Yeah. Yeah, you got the low, you got the really low end jackpot. The lowest mystery prize is literally $1,000. And the highest mystery prize is 100. So you got the lowest one. You got one. You got the second lowest one. You got the 5. I think it's 1, 5, 25, 50, 100. I think. You could be worse though. You could have got the 3 skulls that would have reset the pot, and everyone would have hated you. So there you go. You know that you would have lost that 3,250 in the pot for everyone. And then how would you have felt? You would have felt bad, you know, having it wipe away other people's chances of winning. See, it's a good thing you didn't get the 3 skulls. You won't get mugged, yeah. I think Dean's busy with Assassin's Creed, so I think you're fine. Yeah, if you get the 3 skulls, you lose whatever's in the pot. If you get the 3 coins, you get whatever's in the pot. If you get the 3 skulls, the whole pot gets reset. So you don't want to get the 3. You don't want to get the 3 skulls. The 3 skulls is bad. Just be glad, because I was gonna make it the 3 skulls wiped about 100 grand from your wallets, but then I was like, that's a bit too mean. So I decided against that and just made it so it wipes the pot. Damn. That was nice. I was being nice, you know. I was like, I'll be a nice person and not make it so that people hate whoever gets the 3. Well, I guess, yeah. Well, I guess it would if it took your own pot. Actually, the big brain player would have had it to take everyone else's money, and then you would have been hated by everyone for getting 3 skulls. Yeah, that would have been the big brain. Oh well. Can't change it now. Well, I could, but can I be bothered? No. Nice. Give me a sec. Just gonna check something. Yep, okay, that's cool. Yeah, a Kick Me tattoo on the back of your head. It really would feel like that. Okay, let me do the Darnell Bros, and then I'm gonna do some random heists. Let's see what happens. Ooh, a new priority file. Look at that. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. I love the priority file. Oh, I love this set of missions. They're
How many times Trotman boasted
you know, I
about
have to
being
say, these are some amazing. These are some of the best missions in the game.
I did the
Right?
math.
They're really original. They're imaginative. They've got really fun gameplay mechanics.
Luckily, we have a lead.
There's nothing quite like them in the game.
Very great to be here.
They're really just they pay really well too, better than any other mission in the game.
Check your coordinates.
I think anyone who does these missions would love them just as much as I do. I think people would be honored to play these missions. I think they're the best content Rockstar put out since, and I'm gonna say this, I know this is crazy, since a Diamond Casino. Best content they put out since is these. I'd even go far as to say this is better than Diamond Casino. I'd even go as far to say that the Agents of Sabotage DLC is the best DLC in GTA Online.
Guys with guns.
Nothing better than it.
Did you know your confirmed casualties count was so high?
Nothing more fun.
Formatting on the FIB files. Given those numbers, I think you know what to do.
See, I'm having so much fun right now. I love this mission.
You aren't supposed to be down here? What the fuck is it with you?
There we go.
What the shit do you think you're doing?
Who said that?
Your problem?
Okay, someone said something to me. No idea. Have I been cloned recently? No. You know what? I think the thing is I've been holding this in for a long time. I had been coerced.
You have the charges. Bring them to Jody.
I think it's time. I'm gonna be real. I think it's time. I think it's time that I'm honest. Finally, for the first time,
Bite your ball.
I was coerced to say that I hated these sets of missions. I was forced at gunpoint to say that these missions were absolute ass and absolutely shit and some of the worst missions known to mankind. I think I can now safely come out and say that I actually love these missions, and I think they're the best missions in the entire game since the game came out. I think these are better than anything from story mode. I think these are better than anything in any online. I think these are better than any other games, missions, Red Dead, even the amazing Harriet missions from Red Dead could not compete with these. And I love the Harriet missions. I think Harriet missions are fantastic. They're really exciting, really new, great gameplay, really challenging, and just really added a lot to Red Dead Online. Made Red Dead Online a way better game for them being in there. And even they can't come close to how much fun these missions are. You know, it's just... When I play these missions, I feel like a new man. I feel like I've been born again. I feel like Daredevil born again, you know? It's a whole new world. It's a brave new world. It's beautiful. And I for so long, I couldn't, you know, say the truth, because I was forced against my will that if I ever said that, I would be, you know, I would be, well, I don't want to know, you know, it was bad. But these, I can now safely say that these are the best missions I've ever played in any game, and I love these missions, and I hope Rockstar puts out, I hope this summer, in a month or two, I hope they put out another great Agents of Sabotage DLC. Honestly, I think that we would be great if we had Agents of Sabotage 2. And I would like to see more of Jody, and I would love to see more of Pavel. I would love to have them come back and to send me on more missions like this. I really, really hope in Agents of Sabotage 2, I want them to send me to Burger Shot, and I can work at Burger Shot for 8 real-life hours so that I can infiltrate Burger Shot. And then we can do... This is... Hear me out. Crazy idea, but be promoted to staff manager. I think that would be a fantastic piece of content. I think that would be the best thing ever. And then once we become staff manager, we can give discounts to Jody and to Pavel. I'm just saying, I think that would be the best piece of content in the game. Agents of Sabotage 2, Infiltration level, you know, next level. So I'm hoping that's what happens. Please, Rockstar, please. We need that in the game more than any other mission. Rockstar, if you're even thinking about doing a heist, I don't want it. I don't want a heist, Rockstar. I don't want a heist. Who wants a heist? Who wants something where you need to think? You have to have some brain capacity. And you got to rob? Who wants to do that? I don't. I don't want to have a heist in my heisting game. I don't want it. I want to go and work at Burger Shop for 8 real-life hours every day to work my way up after 3 or 4 real-life years to become Burger Shop manager. And then I'll be happy. You wish Harriet treated you like she does your character. I agree. Like, Harriet, she was such a lovely, friendly woman. She was so... She was so... she was so friendly and so inviting and warm. She was like a breath of fresh air. And I just wanted to spend as much of my time with her as possible. Because I feel that if we could sit down around a campfire, of course, a organically sourced and responsibly sourced wood, actually responsibly sourced hemp that we can burn, we could sit around and tell stories and share wonderful, wonderful moments about how much the hunters and the other nasty humans have ruined the beautiful forests of wherever the place Red Dead's set. I can't remember now, but you know what I mean. I think that would be beautiful, and I think it'd be great. You hope you get temp ban for being late to a shift. I agree. I think if you can't turn up for your 8 hours of real life hours of Burger Shot employment, you should get temp ban. I agree, because if you can't turn up, you can't be trusted. I agree. New improved Ryan's top 5 movies. Number 1, Star Wars Episode 8. I love Star Wars Episode 8. I think it's really, really awesome and amazing and unique what they did with that story, where 90% of the film was spent on one ship. It was a great opportunity to do sharing of narrative and to do more in-depth lore. I really loved the ice planet that wasn't an ice planet, and Luke appearing on the ice planet that wasn't an ice planet. It was lovely to see Luke do such an amazing feat that we've never seen before in Star Wars history. I really like Kylo Ren in that. I think Kylo Ren's a great character, one of the best characters in all Star Wars history. Personally, in my opinion, I know this is crazy, but I know this might be crazy to say, but I think Kylo Ren, better than Vader, better than Maul, better than Vader, better than Sidious, better than Revan, even. I don't think any other villain, any other Sith in Star Wars history surpasses Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is he's a fantastically in-depth character, where, you know, mental health struggles, and a character that has gone through so much darkness and light, fighting back and forth inside him to be betrayed by Luke, nasty Luke. And I think we can all agree that Luke Skywalker, truly nasty Skywalker, for how he treated Kylo Ren, for lighting that lightsaber in that moment. I am with Kylo Ren. I am Team Kylo. Luke, disgusting person. Should have gone to prison for that. But Kylo Ren, beautiful, amazing character. Truly stunning character, and I feel for him. I feel for him, because how can you exist in a world, in a universe, in a galaxy far, far away, when your own uncle is willing to try to kill you? I don't know. So Kylo Ren, loved him in Star Wars Episode 8. Truly fantastic character. I love the big AT-AT looking things with the more gorilla looking fists. Really great, amazing stunning, beautiful vehicle design, totally unique. Never seen that before ever in any other piece of. I've never seen anything like it. I think that's just. I think we can all say that I've never seen anything like it. I really like the lady, the commander, with the colored hair. Lovely character. Beautiful character. She said a lot. She said a lot of important things. She spoke truth. It's like unlike anything else I've ever heard. Top notch. Beautiful. Finn. You know, love Finn. Beautiful character. Stunning character. He went on a mystical, magical journey to a casino. Just he's like us, you know. I think the beautiful thing about Finn is he's just like us. We've all gone on a mystical journey, a pilgrimage to the casino. We've all done this. We've all gone to the casino, and so has Finn. So I think Finn is the most like every other character. He's like us more than any other character in the series. Out of all the characters in that series, I think Finn is the one that speaks the most to us because he went to the casino with the other lady. I love the lady. I think she's a beautiful, stunning lady as well. I have no idea. I'm unfortunately her name has left me, but I love her. She's such a lovely lady. She did amazing things in that film. She did wonderful things, wonderful, great things. So love her as well. Rey Skywalker, I think we can all agree, is the true hero of the series. We don't talk. Look, Anakin Skywalker who? Anakin Skywalker who? Who cares about Anakin Skywalker? No one cares about Anakin Skywalker. He's irrelevant. No one cares about him. He's irrelevant. His story means nothing. The character of Rey Skywalker, now that is the character that we've learned. She is everything to the series. No other character in the series is as important as Rey Skywalker and her back and forth love with Kylo Ren. I love that. It's a shame that they didn't kiss more. I wish they had kissed in episode 8. That's the only criticism I have of episode 8 is that they didn't kiss in that one too. I personally think, and I know this might be controversial, but I personally think the only thing that could make episode 8 better, the best Star Wars film of all time, the only thing that can make episode 8 better is if Kylo Ren bent Rey over and fucked her in that room with Snoke's dead body in the side. Sorry, I'm coughing. Snoke's dead body and the other guards. I think that's the only way it could have made episode. I don't think you could make it better other than that. Best film ever then. Best film ever. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10 film at that point. So yeah, I think that would be great. Yeah, I really that's the only thing I could say would make that film better is if that had happened, and we got to see the passion. I wanted to see the passion between Kylo and Rey. Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay, Joe. I revealed the truth that I was being held against my will by Brassy. Brassy was holding me against my will and making me say horrible things about Episode 8 and horrible things about GTA Agents of Sabotage and horrible things about Harriet from Red Dead. And Brassy has now been arrested, so I can now speak freely. Was this number 105 you already? But no, yeah, class scene, I would say too. I think that would have made the film even better. It was already a fantastic film, 10 out of 10 film, but that would have made it 11 out of 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. I think we would have all loved that. We all needed it. We all needed it. There was so much tension between Rey and Kylo Ren at that point. I think we all needed it. I think we all loved it. I would say though, the only thing. So, my favorite Star Wars film is Episode 8. My second favorite Star Wars film is Revenge. Not Revenge. What's the name of it? Not Return. What's the other one? Episode 9. What's that thing called again? Beautiful film, amazing film, 10 out of 10, stunning film. But what was it called again? Does anyone remember? It's escaped me. I don't know. I think I'm just so amazed. I'm so amazed by how amazing that film was. The one with the return of Palpatine. What was that one again? Can't remember it. I don't know why. It's just escaped me. It's that good. It's just that good. It's just that good. I don't even need to know the name of it to know how good it was. It was such a great film.
Proof's the access point we gotta prove.
Don't remember. No, it was beautiful. It was a great film.
Traceable to
I think that the one thing we all could say about that film that we needed more of was more Rey and Kylo Ren.
Now I like clean
Rise of the Hemorrhoid. Rise of Skywalker. That was it. Yeah. Rise of Skywalker. So the beautiful thing about Episode 9 is we all discovered the true Skywalker in that film. That was the true Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker was a fraud. Shim, whatever her name was a fraud. Luke Skywalker, he was a criminal. He was a galactic criminal for what he tried doing to his nephew. But what I love about Episode 9 was that it revealed the cold hard truth that the real Skywalker was Rey Skywalker the whole time. She was the real Skywalker, the only Skywalker that mattered. Alright, it didn't matter what Anakin did. Look, I get it, Anakin threw Palpatine down the well,
expect resistance.
which we all, you know, that doesn't mean anything. Because Rey Skywalker was the one that really ended the threat. And she was the true Skywalker of the series. It is a Skywalker saga, it's the Rey Skywalker saga. I think we can all agree on that one. She was the key. She was the glue. Even if she didn't exist, even if she wasn't even an egg at that point, and her father's sperm didn't even exist, her father wasn't even created at that point. It doesn't matter. She was the real Skywalker the whole way through. From start to finish. She was the real Skywalker.
You can't be here. It's restricted.
And I love Rey. Very powerful, very strong woman. Love her haircut. Love her style. You know, you go girl. You know, clock on all that. Love that for her. Wonderful lady. Fantastic character. Best character in all of Star Wars. Other than Kylo Ren. We love Kylo Ren more because Kylo Ren is the best.
Hangars on lockdown. There should be a bypass system.
Luke's a bum Vader. Folded did the job taking out big palps for him.
See it? Hit it hard with whatever you got.
No, is that... Oh, my days. The peak of Disney era is that Mandalorian episode with Jack Black and Lizzo. We don't talk about that episode. Although that, to be fair, that episode has some good parts. It had the what's it called? The battle droids, which was cool. Like, it was cool seeing the battle droids again. Oh, you're hoping we get more Andor. Bro, I wish, look, I would speak about how much I love Andor, right? I would speak on it, but I can't because I had so many tears in my eyes the entire way through that series that I just couldn't tell you what happened. I was so happy. I had so many tears of joy watching that series that I couldn't tell you. If you asked me right now what happened in any of the episodes, I couldn't tell you because my eyes were just filled with tears. I was so happy seeing such peak Star Wars. I could not tell you one singular thing that happened in it. Not one.
My partner got hit. I'm out of ammo. What's the name? Get out of there! Oh, I will own you.
Come on. But yeah, I'd say top 10 for me. You know what? I changed my mind. I think. Well, I was gonna say the Rise of Skywalker was my second favorite, but I think of the Star Wars series, Andor is probably my second favorite. and then Rise of Skywalker third. Yeah, I'd say that. Three and a half hours of a woman cleaning Peak Cinema. That does sound actually like something I would watch, to be honest with you. Need a solo Star Wars story too. I'm actually upset they never did that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I actually really like that film. I'm actually really upset they never followed up on it. How are you gonna drop at the end of that a Darth Maul, live action Darth Maul spoiler, and then not follow through with it? Like, come on, man. You're just gonna drop that and say nothing? You're just gonna say, hey, by the way, one of the most beloved Sith has made a return in live action, and yet you were not gonna talk about it ever again? Alright, cool. Cool. Sure. I don't think I'm even like, I know that the animated one is different, obviously, you know, it has a lot more vocals and he's a lot more fancy. But I still think people would have come out for a live action follow-up with that, with Maul, 100%. So it's a shame that they never did anything with it. They just kind of said, good enough. I do think it's pretty funny how Disney's, like, they've been away from the cinema for so long with Star Wars, and their return to the cinema is Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Mandalorian, but I don't think it's cinema tier. Like, I don't think it needed to be cinema. But then, I guess, what else would they do as a cinema, like as a movie? I guess they have got that one in... haven't they got one with Ryan Gosling in development? I'll watch that. And I think they're doing one with Rey, but I'm not sure if that's still happening or not. It was supposed to be done by the Spider-Verse dudes, but they were fired since they couldn't get along with other creatives. Ah, okay. The whole thing about Star Wars needs to be just completely they need to, like, have another sit down. Like, they've done some good stuff. Like, I think the Maul series has received really good responses. Like, I've heard really good things for the Maul series. But yeah, they still got fire. They can still do fire with it, but they really need to think about it. I think the one thing I'm most excited for, because I'm excited to watch Maul, but the only issue is I don't really watch a lot of anime stuff, so it is not really something that's like high up in my to do. But I really do like the look of the Maul series, so I'm excited to watch that at some point. But I think the most exciting thing the thing I'm most excited for out of the entire tier Star Wars right now is the Ahsoka season 2, purely because I'm really intrigued to see where they're going with this other galaxy they went to, because I'm really intrigued about what these statues are. Like, I'm pretty sure they got something to do with, like, the brother and the father and all that stuff, but, like, what more they got? What are they heading towards there? Like, is there gonna be some grand thing that's gonna happen? You know, we're gonna find some deep lore of the Force. I hope so. And obviously what's happening with Thrawn, although I'm hoping he's a little bit more than just Blue Elon Musk in the future series, because I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty disappointing that, you know, Thrawn, who's supposed to be this, you know, and he was in the books and in the older books from the 90s or whatever, that he was a absolute savage. Like, he was so smart and you know, he was able to outsmart so many people. Yeah, you know, he seemed like he was just quite a mediocre guy in the Ahsoka series. So I hope that they change his design a little bit so he's a little bit like a little bit less looking like Elon Musk, and also give him a little bit more of
I've sent you
a brain.
Got them?
I want to see him cooking. I want to see him
All right.
doing something.
Source a surveillance drone from a contact of mine, but she told me she's more interested in doing work.
So I think that's really the thing I'm most excited for with the Star Wars stuff.
Point that she's a spineless IAA pencil pusher, but my point was
Everything else I don't really care about other than Maul, I guess, other than that.
still the best option, whether we have her permission.
I'd also really want them to go back and do more,
Used to call that the
oh, what's it called? The one they did with the Acolyte. I actually really like the Acolyte. I actually am so upset that they decided to cancel that, because it was like, it was something different. And I quite like the whole storyline. I like the characters. That Donnie, the Sith but not a Sith. That Donnie was scary. Like, he actually was a savage, probably the most savage, you know, Sith kind of Don that we've had in live media. Like, bro actually was awesome, and we're never gonna get that now. like we're never gonna get that again. Unless if they do like an Old Republic, which I still hope they'll do as an Old Republic series, like a movie or a show, but they have to do it right if they can do Old Republic. You can't do Old Republic and mess it up, because the fan base will absolutely like lose it. Please, Andor, no, anticipate nothing else. I love how much, Dean, I love how much you hate Andor, like you hate it with your soul. I honestly, I don't even like really argue with you on that, because I tried so hard to give it a go. I really did. I really did try to give it a go, and I just couldn't get into it. I really thought that I was going to get into it the second time, like I did with The Boys, because I watched The Boys the first time and I thought, this is stupid. And I watched it a second time and I was like, I'll give it a go. Loved it, right? So I thought, yeah, Andor, yeah. I'll give it a second go. I'll give it a second go, see what I'm thinking, because maybe it'll be like The Boys. I'm just being too critical of it the first time. And I just couldn't get into it. It just doesn't work for me. It doesn't gel with me. I don't know. There's something about it. It doesn't gel with me. Which is sad, because obviously I wish it gel with me, because I like consuming Star Wars content. So like, if I want to gel with it so I can kind of get more into the lore. Like, I hate the fact that there's a piece of media that I probably will never watch fully that is out there, because now I can't be fully into it, you know? Like, it's like with the kids stuff they've been putting out, the kids like cartoons and stuff. I look at those and I'm like, oh man, there's like some proper lore there that I don't know about, like all the, you know, there's all the Rebels stuff, and then I know they did like the Resistance stuff, which was even more childlike. And then I know they did a lot of that with the High Republic stuff. They did like lots of kids related comics and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff there that I'm never going to be able to get into, or never will get into. That, not saying I couldn't get into it, just I unlikely will. And I'm annoyed, because it's like, well, there's a lot of stuff I'm missing out. I can read about it, and I certainly do read about it, but yeah, it would have been nice to be into it, but yeah, Andor just never, it's just not really my thing. It sucks, but bro, how do you not see this thing? Did you try watching it? Or Dean, did you try watching Andor? Maybe the Jason Bourne movies might make you understand. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Like, I might give it a try again in the future, but I just don't want to, like, waste my time, because I really did try it again, and I just so tired. When I was watching it, like, I went into it with actual energy, and then by midway through, I was genuinely so tired. I was like, I'm so bored. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really did want to give it, I really wanted to give it that fair shake. But I just, it felt like when I was doing painting. Like, genuinely felt when I was doing painting, except the painting was more fun. Like, I actually wanted to go outside and paint, even though it was middle of the night. I actually wanted to go outside and paint more than watch it. And that was kind of what solidified it for me. Is just, it's just not going to be for me. That I'd rather paint, which is extremely boring, but I'd rather paint. It just isn't. I don't know. I might give it another go in the future, but I don't want to like waste time on it and then go, I still hate it, you know. But maybe I'll give it another go one day. Maybe in the future when I'm maybe when I'm older, maybe when I'm like my 50s or something, maybe I'll be more into it. I don't know. You turn off after 20 minutes. Honestly, Dean, I'm not surprised for you because I know that you much prefer. You're very much into the lightsaber stuff and having some battles and having some like, you know, having some like characters like Maul and the different, you know, I see like that's the kind of thing you're into. And Andor has like none of that, so I don't blame you at all for not being into it. It's like you go into Star Wars for a very different thing than what Andor gives, I feel. Andor provides something that's not what you're into in Star Wars, you know, in the Star Wars stuff.
This is it. Transport's ready and waiting. Pablo, you there? How's the signal?
Clear as a whistle, Jody.
I really wanted to like it, man. The second time around, I really wanted to like it. Like the first time we went into it, we went into it with an open mind because me and Rebecca, we give loads of things a go, and we typically watch almost everything we start. We almost end up watching it all the way. There's very few times we've stopped watching something. And I remember, I'll never forget the first time with Rebecca, we were watching it. And I remember just turning to her and saying, do you really care? Like, do you know what's going on? Do you really care what's going on? And she was like, no. And I was like, yeah, me neither. So I was like, alright, okay, cool. Maybe it's just because maybe with Rebecca, we like to, maybe it's just not our style together. So the second time I went into it, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll give it a go solo. Maybe it's more, maybe when I can lock in and I'm not like with someone else, maybe when I lock in, I can think about it more, right? Because I think Andor's very much something where you got to do a little bit more thinking. You got to, you know, to keep up with it, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, cool. So the second time, that was when I watched on my own, and I just, yeah, it did not change. And I'm very sad about that. I really was hoping it'd be like The Boys, and I'm like, oh my god, this is actually an amazing show. Like, Rebecca, please, you've got to watch it together. And then she's like, no, I'm not watching it. Just like with The Boys. No matter how much I tell her to, and no matter how much I bring up The Boys, she's like, no, I'm not watching it. So I was really hoping it'd be like that, and I'm like, yeah, watch Andor with me, and she's like, no. But it wasn't like that, sadly. What was the last thing we watched together? We are still watching Daredevil together. Obviously tomorrow's the last episode in the UK, comes out Wednesday. It comes out, I think, tonight in America, comes out Wednesday in the UK. So we're watching Daredevil tomorrow. And then we're still watching Magnum PI, the original series of Magnum PI.
You should have night vision goggles in your pack. Use them to find the
If you have a struggle, it's a good thing to put on. Bro, I think it would give me a headache more than that. I think it would give me more of a headache than put me out. It was like nothing I watch. I've watched so many things I didn't care for, and I've never fallen asleep to it. I've just ended up getting a headache, so probably that. You watch the first 6 episodes or so and you can't actually remember them, might try again. You don't hate it, slow burns are just fine. You just have bad things to do at the time. Yeah, maybe give it a go, Joe. Maybe you'd like it the third time. Like, I don't want to like dissuade you from it. I've not got like a personal vendetta against it. I want people to like stuff. Like, I want people to like Star Wars stuff, and you know, just because I may not like it. So yeah, give it another go if you have time and you yeah, give it another go. If you might end up liking it after that. You might get through the first season, but yeah, I want to watch the second season now.
The start piece should be
Toward the Red Leader. Hello, hello. Sorry, bro. I was distracted by the Star Wars conversation.
frequencies coming from the entry mechanism. Probably a hidden switch. Follow the signal
Oh yeah,
and look for
Dean.
an entry point.
Remember,
Trot
May
has security
12th,
on site, so
Punisher.
watch for 6.
the Punisher special's out May 12th. Remember.
Remember, when you encounter the rec system, we're prepped.
I'm so excited for that.
Fingerprints,
Daredevil finale
scanner,
tomorrow,
retinas,
and then
scan
another
the
week,
image I
and
sent to your
then
phone.
Punisher. And then Spider-Man drops, I think, later this month, right? Really excited for that. I wonder if, like... Because it seems like the hand is in Spider-Man, so I wonder how much you'll need to watch of... I wonder if you have to watch Daredevil to really know what's going on, or if it won't really matter. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it won't matter, because films are designed to be quite, you know, accessible, but I do wonder if there'll be, like, some parts that people might be confused about. Although it's already there's a lot of stuff going on in that film, so I don't know.
Once you're in,
It'll probably just be a small part of it.
anything of value you can see.
Cody, I did not know you had the light fingers. We should plan more CV plans sometime. You, me, creative demolition charges.
Redistribution of stolen goods does bolster the economy. I'm in.
I suppose if it is, I guess the most important thing would be watching probably season 2 of Daredevil and then The Defenders, I suppose. Just so you know, I guess it doesn't probably matter. The hand's probably quite different now, but
The elevators run on a backup generator. Get to the basement and take whatever car.
I suppose it doesn't matter too much. You'll probably, you know, people will probably understand the film just fine.
Oh my god! Someone's been hit!
Basement. If there's company, deal with them. And make sure the piece gets out in one piece. You're almost there. Buyer's ready for us.
I still can't believe, I really am so happy that we managed to get more Daredevil and Punisher. Like, in another universe, they never ended up bothering. They would have rebooted those series. I'm so glad they didn't. I'm so glad. You know what? A lot of it's probably down to COVID. Like, COVID really set things back and changed a lot of, you know, gave people time to think about stuff. And then obviously with the Rise strike a couple years ago, that really helped, because that meant that Daredevil was fully made canon rather than being kind of soft rebooted. So I'm so happy about all that, man. Like COVID with the Spider-Man, you know, bringing back the old Spider-Man, Toby and Andrew, and then yeah, we're so lucky. Toby, Andrew, the old X-Men, all that stuff is all canon now. And then on top of that, we're getting, oh, I guess Blade as well. Blade is, you know, the original Daredevil movies, I guess, are canon too. To some extent, you know, like they're in the universe. So I think that's cool. Like, I'm so glad all that happened. And then obviously the Daredevil TV show and all the Defenders stuff is all canon as well, fully canon. Oh, we're so lucky. Enter the penthouse undetected. I 100% did, but fine, whatever. Ah, yes, we did it. Yay! Okay, so we did Agents of Sabotage. We've done the 25 files, but now we've got to do another 25 because for some odd reason, you know, completely weird reason, you have to do this, and I got to do 25 more of these to get this done. So 25 more of these lovely missions, and I'll finally be done. So yeah, if I do one a stream, 25 streams, right? One every time I do a GTA stream, and I do a lot of GTA streams. Like, I think that's pretty safe to say that I should get it done quite quick. I mean, I do GTA streams a lot.
Did you see Trotman's last meltdown on Bleeder? It's
And I do
beautiful.
GTA streams a lot because whenever I do a Fortnite stream, it happens almost every time. I get someone say, "Oh, do you still stream GTA?" I'm like, bro. Bro. Do I still stream GTA? I think that's an unknown. It's one of my favorite things about streaming other games, though. Is I always get that every time. Someone's like, "Oh, do you stream GTA still?" Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. What's this featured series? Is it the... Ah, there's two feature series. Open Wheel and Old School Hits. Nice. I'm thinking, actually, in the next couple of weeks, I don't know when, I'm thinking of doing, I might do it again, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Because I still haven't finished that game. I bought that game like 2 years ago, and I did some of the story, but I never finished it. I might get back on that and do that, as well as try out some of the new characters, because they've added in like a bunch of new characters, plus they've added in Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima, and I really want to do a match. I want to do a Super Saiyan 4 GT versus Super Saiyan 4 Daima match. That'd be really fun. And I'd also like to do some of the other characters they're adding. They're adding in like Slug and you know, people from the movies, from the old you know, like the old Dragon Ball movies from back in the day. They're adding in them. I wonder if they're adding Bio Broly. That would be really cool, actually, if they had Bio Broly in there. Yeah, so I kind of want to get back on that again and see what that's saying. But it's just GTA is just too much at the moment. You know, it's just too good for me. I love this game. I really do. You remember the movie you had as a kid and wound up watching it, and it's so stupid, called Afterlife? About a woman in a struggling relationship getting into a car crash and waking up in a morgue. Afterlife, I think I've heard of it. I might have seen a YouTube... Where the fuck am I going? I might have seen a YouTube short about it, because it sounds familiar. The name and the synopsis sounds familiar, so maybe I might have seen it in a short, some of it. But yeah, I think I definitely want to do a Dragon Ball thing. I definitely want to do more Outlast, because I miss doing Outlast. I might do a Payday 3 stream at some point, because they've updated the game a lot, and I want to get at least one last streaming of that before before GTA 6 comes out. So I might do that sometime this year. I want to do more Peak. I'm still waiting for this damn console port. Bro, they need to get this console port out. As soon as they put a console port out, it'll be fire. So yeah, Peak. I'd love to do more Peak. I've got that RV There Yet game as well. I really want to do that too. It's just difficult because a lot of time, like, a lot of those games I want to do with Rebecca, but then Rebecca ends up coming home and she's like she falls asleep either straight away, or she's very tired and she can only play for like an hour. So it can be very difficult to get those kind of games in when I want to play them, or you know, or she'll say, "Yeah, I want to play a game tonight," and then yeah, that doesn't happen. So, or then I want to do it, and I'll say to her, "Yeah, let's do it," and then I end up falling asleep myself. So yeah, I want to get some stuff in though. I definitely want to get other things in before GTA 6 comes out, because obviously once GTA 6 comes out, I'm not going to play anything else. But it's difficult. It's very difficult to find time for it. Like, sometimes it's just easier just to load up GTA. Like, if I'm tired, like today, right? I was tired. I was like, oh, I could do something else. I could do Dragon Ball, whatever. And I was just like, oh, but I'm too tired. Like, Dragon Ball's intense. Like, it's a great game, but God, you gotta be locked in on that game. You gotta be locked in, especially if you gotta do some of those extra, like, things to get these special hidden stories unlocked. It's so... I remember doing that on stream last time. I had to, like, do something different with Goku. I had to beat, like, an enemy in a certain amount of time, and it took me, like, a good 6 or 7 tries, I think, to get it done, because of how hard it was. Yeah, adulting is so difficult. It's just a time consumption. It's everything is so time consuming, and then you just, you got a lot of life admin as well. That's always the killer for me, is the life admin. I've got so many different things I've got to balance now and think about. And then you do all that. Like, that's the thing, right? People say it's like working, right? Well, working is tough. Definitely depends on your job as well, and where you live, because in the UK working is typically less hours than, say, America. But the issue is that you get out of that, right? And then you got all the other stuff you got to do. You got to have meals, right? Healthy meals like that. They always say you got to be healthy. You got to maintain you got to be eating well. And then you got to think, okay, you got to do that. And people say, make a load of food and store it in the fridge or whatever. And I can't do that myself. I hate that kind of. I've never liked leftovers. I'm not a leftovers guy. I do not like leftovers, and I do not like food that's been sitting in the fridge. So I cannot do that. So every day you got to make food, and that takes time. You got to think about what you want. You got to think about getting it. Or you got to get all the stuff if you've not got any, or if you've got some stuff, you got to get other stuff. You got to make it. That's easily at least an hour of your life gone. Every day of your life, an hour gone. You've only got a few hours in the evening, and then you got to do other things. So if you're hanging out with family or stuff like that, helping family. Ugh. Don't bring that. Don't mention that shit to me. Helping family. Oh boy, that is something I absolutely hate doing. But you get a lot of it, especially as your family ages. And then you finally have the chance to do so. Then if you got to do other stuff too, if you've got any sort of like maintenance you need to do for your, for your body, if you have like longer hair, you got to wash your hair. That can take a long time. So that can be thankfully I don't have that issue. Like, my hair's nice and short. But I still have to shave it, right? I still have to shave my head, and that does take a bit of time. And then obviously I've got to apply the lotions and all that stuff. Again, it takes time. And little things like that, it's just little things, right? Little things. It shouldn't take that long. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But then it adds up. And then before you know it, it's already 9 o'clock. And if you have pets, and then you got to look out for your pets and take them for a walk or whatever you got to do. And then you do that, you feed them, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock. Then you can finally get on the game. And at that point, I'm just like, bro, I'm so tired right now. I do not want to. I don't have the energy to do Dragon Ball. I don't have the energy to get on to like organize and coordinate like a game like Peak. And then sometimes I just don't have the social side. Like, I know I'm talking on stream, but there's a having to talk on mic and having to respond back and forth. And when I'm so tired, I just don't want to do it. And I'm just like, I'll just play GTA. I'll just play because it's easy. I can turn my brain off. You saw me when I was playing Fortnite and how I had to keep my brain. I was struggling to keep up with chat sometimes. Whereas GTA, I can just turn my head off and my brain's just turned off and I can just zone out and I know what I'm doing. Because I'm somewhat good at the game. I'm somewhat good at the game. Oh man. Geek Demon Zay, hello, how you doing? What's up? So yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Like, I just get... Sometimes I'm just like, I can't be bothered, so here I am. I load up GTA and that's that. Is there anything else I need to do that's part of the businesses? Money fronts? Oh, I hate money fronts, don't want to do that. But I might have to. I might have to do a couple payphone hits. I do need to do a couple payphone hits, so I'll do a payphone hit. I'll do a few of these, and then I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna start doing the random heists. I just want to get a few more things done on my list. You find cooking kind of relaxing? Oh no, I don't find it relaxing the slightest. Like, for me, cooking is very much like a, you know, I'm cooking to eat rather than cooking because I love it. The only thing I enjoy cooking is pizza, because I love making pizzas. I love coming up with my own pizza. I love designing different types of bases. You know, finding different things that can make really good bases. I love that. I love picking out toppings and finding the nicest toppings in a store. The freshest of tomatoes, the freshest of peppers. I love all that, you know, that's great. But other than that, I do not find it relaxing. It's just sad, but...
Yo, what you need?
I think it's just because I'm like, oh, I'd rather just be doing something else, you know? I'd rather be doing something other than just standing in a kitchen. Hey, Lewis Jackson, you got your phone fixed. Good to hear it. I'm glad you got it fixed. Happy birthday. Well, yeah, I guess it was happy birthday earlier. I guess it's the 6th now, technically, but happy birthday. Mostly just the days blend together, not having much to distinguish them aside from times you can hang out with your friends and do whatever your hobby is. Yeah, pretty much. That's a very good point. Yeah, it's difficult. The days do blend. I do miss that about COVID. There was so much time. I think I never took advantage of it as much as I should have. I think also, I don't know, like before COVID, my life was a lot simpler. I think it's because I was younger. I had a lot more energy when I was in my 20s, like my young 20s especially. I had a lot more energy, and it was just simpler. There was less obligations, less, you know, things I had to think about. My health was better too, and didn't have to think about that side of it. Take out the... Okay. I didn't have to think about that. I didn't have to think about all that stuff. Yeah, no worries, Lewis Jackson. Happy to... Yeah, like I said, I'm glad that you got your phone all sorted as well. That's good to hear. You thought I would? No, I was very tired last night. I got in quite late, and I was tired. I just couldn't be bothered to stream. Damn, the way that slid though. Woo. I miss when vehicles actually reacted quite well in the thing. You never got hacked, but you fixed all the pop-up. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I thought. I very rarely when you have pop-ups is it actually a genuine hacking. To get genuinely hacked is very unlikely, very rare. It almost always is malware or apps that have been laced with malware that do that. They take advantage of a system permission on the phones that is there for accessibility purposes, and it's as simple as that, really, usually. Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, just because something says it's hacked doesn't mean it is. It just, they use wording and phrases and they basically write it to make it scary, because that's what they want. They want people to, they want people to go and give them money. You know, that's usually what happens. They want them to download stuff, give them money, different things like that. But the reality is, 9 times out of 10, it's not actually a genuine hack. It's just malware. You have to be very unlucky in today's world to get genuinely hacked. So what are we saying about this, the text color then on the screen and the chat bubbles? What are we saying? Are we saying we should leave it with colors? It's working a lot better now that the YouTube is all transparent. It stays on now. It doesn't revert back to the gray after, or the grayish black after the certain. Because before it would just reset sometimes if YouTube or Twitch sent out a message, I suppose you could say. It would sometimes reset the color on the previous message, but it doesn't do that now because I added a bit of a cooldown on it. So I think it looks pretty. I don't know. I like it myself. So I'm thinking about keeping it. But I was worried last time it was a bit weird. It kept going off, but. Your data was going down fast on your phone. Yeah, it's very likely that it was downloading stuff to, it's very possible that it was doing stuff in the background as well to, yeah, it could be doing mining, crypto mining. It could be doing, you know, downloading other stuff to kind of make, because that's what they do. Sometimes they'll run up views on other content. Like they'll make you watch behind the scenes. You'll be watching, you know, YouTube and stuff like that to kind of get views on other people's channels. Stuff like that can happen. So that's probably why your data was being used a lot. Have I heard of Preston before? What, Preston the city? If it's Preston the city, then yes. Yeah, I like it. Also, I like the, I changed it as well, so it should now also, with people that have random chat colors, it should now use the same color as their chat name. Because before, if you had a random chat color, it would fall back to a basic black. But I've changed it now so it tracks random colors as well, not just the people with set colors, because I thought that'd be nice. So yeah, if you have orange or you have, you know, yellow randomly that day, you'll get that color, which is cool. I quite like it. Definitely something I'm glad, because I had an idea a long time ago making it so that colors on the screen were different based upon mods or VIP. So if you're a VIP, you get purple. If you're a mod, you get green. But I was like, well, why not just make the colors like set to what the chat color is for that person? And here we are. You're from there. You used to live in Blackpool. That's cool. I can't say I've ever been to Preston or Blackpool, but I have heard they're nice. Nice, easy. Blackpool's not a nice place anymore, is it not? Nice, got the bonus. I've only got to do that another 40-something times? Damn, 90k bonus payment. Oh my god, 90k. Oh yeah, because it's on extra this week, isn't it? Oh shit, I should have been doing that. 90k bonus payment. Holy shit. Oh, they ruined it. That sucks. Well, hopefully Blackpool can get better again. I'm sure it can. I'm sure of enough time. Oh, I thought it was another payphone hit. It was Avi. No one cares about you, Avi. Can I do the Chop Shop again? Actually, if I can do Chop Shop again, I'll do Chop Shop. Because I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, and if I am on, it might not be GTA, so... let me do Chop Shop now, just to be safe. Let me get out of the way, just so I can say this off, and then I'll do some random heists. Just... because I'm not sure, I don't want to not do it, and then I've got to wait another week. Every one I miss is another week I have to add on to my, my grind, which I don't want. I've already got like another 4 weeks to do these, so... Did I get the police outfit? Yeah, I'm pretty sure... yeah, I got the police outfit. I'm pretty sure I got it quite recently.
Okay, okay, I see you. That's a cool car. And check out who's gonna lead us right to it. My
Ah,
homie
this guy
Tim
will not
Tyne.
stop.
Turns out the cops weren't into it when we broke them
Oh,
out before,
Jamal.
and they brought them right
Jamal,
back
sorry,
here on
not
charges of
Jamal.
jailbreak.
I
So,
called him
figure
Jamal
we use the same
for some
strat.
reason.
Hell, it worked last time.
Jamal.
And he's gonna tip us off to another gangster's
Oh,
tricked out
Jamal,
ride.
please,
He's
shush.
just gonna freak.
I'm gonna call him Jamal. I don't care. I don't give a shit. He's gonna be called Jamal now.
All right, mission.
Alright, shush, Jamal. No one cares. You're on the list, Jamal.
So, we need a police chopper. Now, my first thought was we just tune into the Weasel News, find a chopper chase, and go grab it. Then I figured stealing a helicopter on live TV was not the best start for a clandestine operation. So, we're gonna hack this.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say.
They're prepping for later today.
Rebecca called me earlier because she was coming home from work, and she said to me that JB attempted to add her again. So JB, that's like the 4th time now he's tried to add her. This Don is so determined to get on a friends list. I ended up adding him actually on my one because he sent me a few and I was just like, fuck it, let me just add him so it shuts him up. So thankfully he's not bothered me since. But yeah, he keeps trying to add her. I'm just like, bro. He's so obsessed. I want to see something else.
Okay, I see the chopper in the footage. Sending you the location now.
I mean, maybe, but he did the same thing with me. Like, he kept adding me over and over again. That's what he does. He just keeps adding you until you accept it. That's pretty much what he does. But I was just like, fuck yeah, I'll just accept it. The thing about Rebecca though, she'll just leave him on there. Like she'll just leave him on red for like the rest of eternity. It just made me laugh. I just wanted to mention it because it just makes me laugh how he's so obsessed with it still. He's so determined.
Hey, so I know you know what you're doing, but unless you want the entire LSPD chasing you, take your time in there. You know, be stealthy and shit.
Who the fuck is that, Donnie?
You see the police chopper up there? That's the one we want.
Again, who leaves a police helicopter on? Weird. Oh yeah, no, he hasn't, you know what, he's not been on PlayStation for a couple of days, which is very unusual, so I guess we'll see. He hasn't tried joining me or anything, so I think he just, like I just said to her earlier, it's like, I think he just likes to be on the team, so to speak. Like, he just likes to be involved.
Work on the drop-off.
Like, he really just likes to be involved with things. But he hasn't bothered me or anything since, so that's fine with me. As long as he realizes he's not coming off the timeout list for at least another 6 months. I've actually been going through and unbanning a lot of people from the old days. I think I had like 100 and something bans. I've got it down to 40 now. Which still, it does seem like a lot, but to be fair, a lot of them, like 2 of them are Donald Trump and Hasanabi. Not that it ever comes to the channel, but I just don't ever want anything to do with them on the channel, so I had to ban them both. You know, balance it and all that. And then one of them is Brassy. And then I think 3 of them are Chicken Slayer ults.
Best. But once we have that chopper, we can see if we can find the pilot's key card and use it to get through the roof access at the police station.
But I've been trying to clean it up just to make it easier to like manage, because fucking hell, it was so like congested with names. So I was like, yeah, let me simplify it a little bit by unbanning a few people. So I went through and unbanned a bunch of people. So it's a lot easier to navigate now. And I've been trying to go through the ones that are still banned, and the ones that I know are people that I don't ever want to see again, like Chicken Slayer and that lot. That I've been putting like comments on their names so I can remember who they are, because a lot of the bans didn't have comments. So, and what I used to do is I used to go through the messages, and I used to click the messages because you could see old messages that people sent. But for some odd reason, it seems to be if it's been more than 5 or 6 years, the messages get reset. So I couldn't see any messages. It would just say 0 messages for a bunch of people, even though I know that they said stuff, because the comment was literally homophobic. Like, literally was just like, Rebecca wrote the comment homophobic. And I looked at the messages and I couldn't see any messages. So thankfully the comment was on it that said homophobic. Because if the comment wasn't there, I wouldn't have known. So that was that's something that I'm going to make sure from now on, is whenever someone does get banned or something, there has to be a comment to make it more just more, you know, more easy to see, I suppose. Easy to see. Also, this is one of the worst ones I've done this in, because in the other car park that I had to do this in, there was only like 1 car. In this one, there's like 100 cars. Go away. But yeah, and I don't know why YouTube, I don't know why, sorry, Twitch. I don't know why Twitch has reset all those messages, but yeah, I couldn't see them, so I'm very annoyed, because there was a lot of messages from 2019 that I didn't know if it was someone good or bad. So I unbanned anyone with no comment that, you know, and if they are bad and they come back, I would hope that after 6-7 years they would be different people, right? You would hope that after 6 or 7 years they would be, you know, better behaved people, but some people never change, right? So if they ever come back, which I doubt, but if they ever did come back and they were... Oh, it's this fucking security vehicle. Why am I looking at all these random vehicles? Why am I looking at all these random vehicles instead of the actual security vehicle? Oh. But, yeah, if they ever come back and they're being, like, weird or whatever, then they'll get banned, but... I still want to leave a bunch of people on there that I didn't know why they got banned, because some people got banned for legitimate reasons, like homophobia or, you know, racist shit, and then some people probably got banned for stuff that was more minor. So I didn't want to just leave them all on there. So anyone who's not got like a comment, then I don't remember the name. Yeah, I just was like, ah, fuck it, unban them. So the list has gone down quite a lot now, so that's nice. I'll probably try to get down to about 20, 25 maybe, and then that'll be that. So yeah, JB's not on there, AF's not on there, Brassy is on there. I wanna say that. I wanna make that very clear. No one is to ever unban that motherfucker, that's for sure. Like, no one ever. That Don never getting unbanned. That Don's so jarring. That Don made everyone's behavior worse. He took AF and JB's behavior, and they were already bad enough, and he made them worse. That Donnie can stay there.
So,
which interior is this going to be then? It'd be pretty nice if Rockstar made like a couple of varieties of interiors for each class of things, so that there would be some variety. He has spells being alright as well. That's exactly it, Dean. That's the problem, is that you don't know who he is. Like, you don't know what is the real Brassy and what wasn't, because bro just had so many layers. He was like, I was talking about this to Rebecca earlier, or yesterday. I was talking to her about like people that troll, and you don't know who the real person is because they have such a troll on top of them that it feels weird. It's uncomfortable because I don't mind someone playing a character, right? That's fine. But it's when you play a character to the point where you don't know when you don't know if it's a real person, like where the real person begins and where the troll ends. Where does the character start and finish? And he was like that. You could just never tell with him where the character started and finished until, you know, way later on. And so yeah, like I don't blame you for, you know, for like I had the same thing where like at first I did miss him back, like last time he got banned. I did miss him because you know, at first it was like, yeah, you know, who, you know, is this guy? You know, he was actually fun. He had some good, you know, he had some good moments, especially on games and all that. He was really cool. But then other times you'd have really bad fucking takes, like, and I was like, is that him playing a character? Is that, you know? And sometimes he would like change it up so quick. Is he, you know, what's his character? Is he playing a character that's just very homophobic, racist, blah blah blah, like very bigoted, like stupid kind of character? Or is he playing a character which is trying to be like devil's advocate type of character? Like, you just never knew with this Don. Like, what fucking character was he playing? Like, there were so many times where you would think he's, yeah, like you just didn't know, and he would change it up so quick depending on who's doing this or that. And that's actually something AF agreed with me on our last Taught AF. He said, like, I said to him, like, bro, this Don, because he was talking, I was talking to him about something, and he's like, I was like, bro, this Don just changes up all the fucking time to try to get people to each other's throats. He would try to like play it up and switch sides with you and JB all the time. And he said, yeah, I'm starting to see that. So I think that, yeah, with him you just never knew, and that's the thing that I don't like, is you never know you don't know what's the real side of him, and how can you trust someone who one minute can say, 1 minute is like, you know, glazing you, and then next minute is fucking like saying some other shit to someone else to try to stir it up. You know, how can you trust that? It's the issue that we had with him. I said to him in January, bro, you need to stop with this shit. Like, don't get involved with all that stuff. Like, don't get involved with AF and JB and all that. Just avoid all that, because you're gonna end up just getting in trouble again. Like, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, we're gonna ban, we'll timeout ban whatever, anyone who's doing stupid shit. And what does he do? He goes and gets involved in stupid shit. And then he also got AF brought down with that, because AF thought it was all fun and kosher, and then look what happened. And then now AF's realizing, yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea. Maybe this Dom was trying to get me in trouble. So yeah, that Don, he's worse. In my opinion, he's worse than the other two, because JB's just fucking JB, let's be real. Like, that Don is just, he's just JB. We all understand what he, you know, why he acts the way he does. We all understand it. And AF, you know, yeah, he gets too carried away. He gets obsession and carried away with it. But nah, the other Brassy, just he's the dangerous one, because he's the one that plays people back and forth to kind of get an outcome that's favorable for him. He's the one trying to play sides to see which side can, you know, one side he's backing JB, but then he's also not. He's backing the other, you know, AF, and then, you know, 1 minute he loves Crim, next minute he hates Crim. Like, bro, you can never trust this guy. What's he saying? That's why that Don ain't coming back. Like, nah, I realized that with him. You can't trust that shit. Again, play a character. That's fine. I don't care if you play a character. All right, fair enough. Insane accuracy there. Like, AF plays a character to an extent. I think AF does have a bit of a character that he plays. a bit of bravado. You know, he has a bit of bravado, a little bit of a character that he plays to kind of present an image of himself that he wants. But play a character, fine, whatever. Just don't be, you know, trolling to the point where no one knows who the fuck you are. Because I was like, that's why I find really, I don't know, I find that really weird. Like if you have a character, you know, you're so in tune with your character that you don't know who's who anymore. Like it's really odd. Like wound up being right about him. I wish you weren't either. Like I wish it hadn't been like that. But why the fuck did he do? I mean, yeah, it was always going to happen, wasn't it? Because he just couldn't help himself. I was watching a YouTube stream recently, and he had Oliver Tree on. I don't know how many of you know about Oliver Tree, but he's a guy who did that Alien song on Fortnite. It's fucking atrocious. And he was playing a bit. He played a bit for 2 hours. And what I didn't like about it, what I found awkward about it, is that it was so well done. And he could turn it on and off so easily. I was like, what is the real him? Like, what is the real him? Like, he can say he can say this, he can say that, he can be himself. But how can you ever trust that when you play a bit so well? You play that asshole bit so well that how can anyone ever know what the real side of you is? Like, you know, how can anyone know when a genuine laugh is a genuine, like a laugh, like an actual genuine laugh? Like when a laugh is a genuine laugh. When is a moment of, you know, sympathy is real sympathy and not just something to get something or to gain something from you or to like make yourself look good. Like how you know, if you can't tell what's real and what's not with this person, then at that point you don't know who they are. And whenever someone does something that they end up doing, you know, they can always just say the bullshit excuse of, oh, it's just a bit, it's just a character. It's like a kind of a cop-out in a way. Oh no, it wasn't. It was just me playing a character. Oh, I was just doing it because I was trying to wind up someone. Oh, I was just doing it because, you know, I was trying to play a devil's advocate. It's just like, bro, at some point, if you do it so much to the point where people can't tell anymore, it just becomes like, yeah, you know, you just find it really. I don't know. I find it really uncomfortable. It's like reading a brick wall. I don't like it. So when I was watching the stream, I just felt really uncomfortable, even though it was a bit. I just felt really uncomfortable because I was like, what is that? Like, I play a bit too. I'll put on a character, I'll put on a bit. Especially when I'm playing up, if I'm angry, if I'm playing up my anger. I'll put on a bit. But at the end of the day, you still know that that's just a bit. Like, you know, I'll be, oh, fuck this, fuck that. But then, you know, I'm not actually serious about it because I'll actually talk my mind on the stuff. I'll talk at length about it. But like with these Dons, you just can't tell. You heard so much about this Don, still don't know who it is. Well, Oliver Tree, he's a musician. He's a very interesting musician, very eccentric kind of Don. Plays a character, plays multiple characters from what I can tell. Apparently he's a very like caring and compassionate person at his core. Like he's genuinely a nice person, very compassionate. But it's just he puts on these characters that are so well done that it can be very off-putting. Like I found it really uncomfortable because of how well he played this like asshole character. That, and even though I know it's like that, not him, and that he's just playing a character, I feel uncomfortable even just reading about him because I'm just like, how can you be sure who he is? Like, how can you know who he is? Because bro is changing characters so much, and that's why I mentioned that to Rebecca. I was like, that stream was so fucking weird, and I didn't like it. And then I was like, it kind of reminds me a bit of Brassy. Like, you don't know who the fuck he is. Like, you don't know what he's about, who he is, what he's. Because he plays these characters. He changes his, you know, he's 1 minute he's this, one minute he's not, and then it's just like you don't know who he is. And if you don't know who he is, how can you compare values, because at the end of the day we all have core values, right? And some values are more important to some people than others, and but at the end of the day we all have core values that kind of bind us, you know. If you have a core value that you take seriously and someone else's core value is too different from yours, you're going to struggle to deal with them, you know. And that's the thing. Like, if it's one thing to know that if someone says to me, if someone comes up to me and says, yeah, I hate black people, says the M-word, I hate, you know, trans people, says the, you know, the T slur, I know for a fact that that is someone whose core value is so different from mine that I could never see eye to eye on them, and I have no interest in associating with them. It's as simple as that, right? But in a way, I think it's actually kind of worse when you don't know the core value, because at least if someone tells you that, okay, cool, you can note that down in your brain, like, do not associate with that person. But with him, it's like, 1 minute I liked him, 1 minute I didn't. You know, he would say something that was a bit questionable, but then another minute say something that was quite reasonable. And it's like, how can you know who that person is if 1 minute they say one thing, 1 minute they say the other? How can you really find that core value? How can you figure out that core value that makes or breaks it, you know? And I find that more uncomfortable, not knowing the true side of it. Like, I'm not expecting, you know, to know every little minor, you know, fine detail of someone, because someone could be quite similar to my views and my core values, but then be a little bit different in other things, and that's okay. You know, everyone has their own variations, you know. I'm not expecting the people to be completely the same as me. I just like to have like a core value that's quite similar. Like, it doesn't have to be exact. It's like what I mentioned before, like with like immigration, for example. I'm more in the center of immigration. I believe it's important to have a good variety of people coming in that can contribute and give people fair shot. But at the same time, I don't think you can just let in every single Tom, Dick, or Harry, right? And I can deal with people that have views that are similar to that, and also people that have, like, you know, I can deal with people that are like left-wing, very left-wing, who have much more liberal, modern, progressive, I suppose you could say, views of immigration. But then if someone says to me, yeah, I want to shoot all immigrants, I'm like, yeah, I can't associate with that. You know what I mean? Like, I can associate with a certain range, but not that level. You know, there's once you go outside that range, it's like, yeah, no, that is not happening. But it's like, how, if you can't read what that person is because they change their fucking, you know, they say one thing one day, say the thing, another thing the next day, and you can't read that, it becomes uncomfortable, because it's like, they may have a true value that's similar to yours, but I would actually prefer to deal with someone who is honest about their values that are very different from mine. Like, I'd rather someone say, yeah, I disagree with all immigration, and I think we shouldn't let no one in. I'd rather deal with someone like that, because at least I can understand who they are. Whereas, fuck, man, if someone says to me one day, yeah, you know, something very pro-immigrant, and the next day they say something very anti, and it's like back and forth, I'm like, bro, who the fuck are you? Like, how can I trust you if I don't know who the fuck you are? You know, I don't know anything about you. You know, you can spend hours with that guy. Like, you know, we spent what, 3+ years around Brassy. I still don't know who he is. You know, I still don't know who he is. With JB, I know who he is. I know who he is. He's someone who is, you know, we know what that he's a little bit different with, you know, how he thinks and all that. That's cool. But like, I know who he is. He loves this. He loves the fucking glory hunt. He's a glory hunter at the core. He needs to feel this. He likes to be the winning side, the one that, you know, the one that was right with the winning, and I supported the right team and I'm the best. You know, he has this obsession. It probably stems from his competition thing, you know, that his family has, where they're very competitive, they're very hustle minded, very, you know, that kind of culture, very hustle orientated. You always got to be doing something. You always got to be, and that's what makes him into this. Like, he's got a lot of insecurities when it comes around what he's working, his girlfriends, his, you know, I can read the fuck out of him, and I like that. I like that I can trust. I can read him. I've got, you know, we know he's shared so much with us now over the years that we know who he is. an AF, I can read him. You know, he's always. That's why it was so weird. This last in January, it was so weird because it was so it was so beyond what is normal AF. Which I do makes me wonder, maybe he was talked up more behind the scenes than we were aware of. But you know, with AF, we could kind of, you know, we always kind of got the idea, and then, you know, when he was very homophobic in those days, back in the day, I kind of got the idea that he was only like that because he had been mistreated, and obviously where he grew up, but also mistreated by people that, you know, were gay, and thus he believed it was because they were gay, not because they were arseholes. And you can kind of build that over these years, you know, with all that, you know, we build that over the years, we kind of got an idea of who these people are, but Brassy, bro, never, after 4 or 5 years, or whatever it was, I never figured out who he was.
Now pick up the police chopper and start making your way over to Mission Row. I'll call you in a bit. Once
I still don't know who the fuck he is, because bro changes every bloody day of the week. So I think that's the same thing with Oliver Tree. It's like, when I saw that stream of him, I was so uncomfortable because although I knew it was a bit, I didn't know what was. The only time I noticed one thing that he had a laugh. He laughed about something, and it was genuine laughter. And that was the only time in that entire stream, a 2-hour stream it was, the only time in that entire stream I felt actually like, okay, this is a real side of this dog. The rest of it just felt so fake, which it was. It was a bit. So I think that's the thing. It's like, I'd rather deal with someone who is honest and reveals. Again, you could be private. Like, I'm not expecting people to be, oh, you know, every little bit of information, but just you can just tell when you speak to people. Oh shit! Oh no, I failed it. I failed the bonus mission again. Oh no. But yeah, I don't know. I would prefer someone just be more honest and more open about it, and I can get like a gauge of who they are and what they're about, rather than this kind of troll character kind of thing. I think also I'm really uncomfortable about that is because Dr. Disrespect, that guy played a character, and I never liked him because I felt really uncomfortable watching anything to do with him because it always felt really weird, like the character he played. And it turns out that he's actually a really weird creep. The character he played was just to hide the fact he was a really weird creep. So... Alright.
But we still need the key.
Where am I being shot from? Oh, there you are. I was gonna say, where are you? Ah, shit. They got me. They were locked in. I love these chop shop missions, they're so fun. There's a lot of them.
Everybody move back! We need to move back!
I've played in...
There we go.
Once you got your hands on those keys, get them over to my boy's cell. He should be on the lowest level, aka the basement. The gas won't have made it down there yet, so be ready. Keep it non-lethal.
Oh.
Else, figure out how to get them open. If there's a computer nearby, it'll take out the emergency locks. After all his escape attempts, they don't take any chances with him.
I will say this: I'm not gonna be sad when I finish these for the final time. However many weeks it will be, 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh, shit. Hey, get me
I will not miss it. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been memorizing the code every
I will not shed a tear. I will not shed a tear for this.
Yo, I can hear the sirens from here. Remember, we got those weapons stashed outside just in case things go south. Oh yeah, did I mention that King Tiny has a chopper? Podcast must be doing pretty good, right? That's how he's getting out of town. You just got to get him to it.
He has a helicopter, but
Car is still exactly where you
he
left
doesn't have anyone else to help him out of the prison, though, or the jail cell.
over to Tiny's chopper.
Get us away from 5-0. I'll tell you what's good with the car once you drop me off in one piece.
All right, King Tiny, you wait there. I'll come pick you up, yeah? Again. To be fair, he was really trying his best. Like, fair play to him. He was holding it down over there with a pistol. These guys had assault rifles, SMGs, and he's standing there with a pistol and he's fighting back. I respect it. Yeah, I respect that.
Dispatch, anyone reported suspects whereabouts? No view from the air.
So what's happening then this week? Oh yeah, they haven't shown it, have they? No, I was gonna say I was gonna look and see what they're doing for next week, but I don't think they've revealed it yet. I think some of the I don't know what you call them, the people that have information that Rockstar gives them, because there are some journalists or whatever they want to call them, GTA journalists that get information early. So tomorrow, I think, yes, tomorrow they'll post that and I'll have a look. Hopefully, I beg, please, I beg, give us Arena Wars, please. I'm begging they give us Arena Wars. If we have to go another couple weeks with nothing really exciting to do, I'm gonna lose it. Like, we need something to keep us going. Like, we had some good stuff last week, the hunting pack and all that. That was great, but we need something more. We need Arena Wars. I've been waiting for that for so long. I've been waiting for that for over a year now, I think, since they last did it. We need it. I'm begging Rockstar, please give us Arena Wars. I need something action-packed that I can play, and ideally, because I love it. I love that whole thing. The race is great because you get to knock people off their bikes and stuff with the Ram van. I love doing those races. Proper endurance race too. Like, we'll start with 30 people, and by the end of it, there'll only be maybe about 8 people to finish it. Anyone who gets in my way on that race gets absolutely rammed. I've missed it so much. Yeah, take the trash out as it was raining. Yeah, that's an awful experience.
We fucking did it.
That's probably one of the worst you can have.
Hey, I got a split, but here's where you'll find the car.
Oh, maybe a bit too close. Try to cut that corner way too closely.
He tell you where the car is? Then don't waste any time. Go get that shit.
Yeah, I'm hoping Arena Wars. If they drop Arena Wars again, yeah, stop trying to cut those corners. If they drop Arena Wars, whew, that'll be a great May.
Okay, 2 things.
Surely they can't make us wait until June, right?
In serious danger.
I mean, they usually do the updates, what, late June?
So you might as well have a target on your back and shoot me now.
So surely they're not going to wait that long.
I don't have a solution
I guess motorsport. They did mention motorsport. I guess they could. I guess it could also be Motor Wars, which is a. I guess it is in a way as a sport. You know, you're killing each other, but with vehicles. But I imagine that the wording means Arena Wars. I'm assuming it's Arena Wars. I like how we end up stealing vehicles that are worth more. We stole a vehicle that is better to use to steal this vehicle. Why didn't we just keep the vehicle we stole earlier? That's way better.
¡Puta madre! Oh, shit! Hey, I'm reloading! Get to cover! Carlos got hit. Lagos! Fool! Recognize!
It's nice that a question came up on the stream. It's good to see that.
Piece of shit!
Because it's usually the lottery. I don't know why. It's a third chance for all of them, but for some reason the lottery ends up being the one more often than not. Or I see lottery and I see word a lot, but I very rarely see question. Yeah, it's really weird. It should be a third. They're all third chance. I mean, I literally designed the thing myself. I use the random number generator. I guess they can be influenced, but in theory, I mean, yeah, they can be influenced, but they should in this case be influenced that much. But 1 to 33 should be pot lottery. 34 to 66 should be word. I think then anything after that is question. So it should be roughly about a third each. I will be changing that to quarters when I add the next thing. When I add the horse racing, that will then that will be also an event, the horse racing. So it will then be quarter. There'll be a quarter chance for each, 25% chance for each one, which I think would be fair.
All cool?
I don't know, it'd be nice as well having horse racing. And then I think that will be all of the events. I don't think there's anything else that should be an event, right? I mean, it makes sense. Pot lottery. I do want to have a proper lottery one day, but it won't be like a regular event that will come up. It'll be like a daily event where there won't be a guaranteed win, so the jackpot can build. It'll be hard. It'll be like a real lottery, although maybe not that hard. But it'll be difficult, like a real lottery. It'll be something where the likelihood of winning should be, you know, maybe once a year, one person should win every like 3 or 4 months max, kind of thing. So it means that the jackpot could be big. Basically, every command on this stream is just gambling related now. Like, everything is just gambling related. We have a pot lottery, and then we have the slots. We used to have the other one, spin, although I removed spin because spin was evil. And then I guess we'll have roulette as well when I eventually finish that. So roulette. And then there's also the betting if we ever do wagers and stuff for like stream events. If we ever have, like, you know, people can bet on who will win what races or whatever. For GTA 6, that won't be a thing until GTA 6. But yeah, we'll have it so people can bet on like races and stuff. Real races. So yeah, everything is just fucking gambling related. Jesus. All right, businesses. Chop shop. We are now at 5.1 mil. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there? Oh my god, we're halfway there. Yo, awards. No, that's the wrong one. Chop shop. Earn 5 million from salvaging. Oh no, I've got to do salvaging. Fuck. Alright, we're not halfway. I take it back, we're not halfway there. Because you need to do the awards. I don't know why these awards don't all count. Because I've done more than 9, but they only count like certain ones. So I've got to do salvaging, and I've also got to steal 50 vehicles. Or at least that's not too bad. Fuck, man. I've got to do another 2.5 million of salvaging on top of the 5 million I got to do for sales. Oh, no. No, no. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, that adds like an extra 4 weeks. No, it adds an extra 2.5 weeks. No, it adds an extra 3 weeks, sorry. It adds an extra 3 weeks worth of stuff. That means I've still got another 6. Fucking hell, I've got another 6. I've got another, unless if they put like an event on, I've got another 6 weeks of these. 3 chop shops every bloody week for 6 weeks. I need to get Gaz on. That's what I need to do. I need to get Gaz on, let him do all the work for me. Like I used to back in the day. I used to get him on sometimes, but like, Gaz, back when he had no money and he had no way to make any money, I'd be like, Gaz, do my businesses for me, and he would do my businesses because it was the best way for him to make money. And not that I would just do nothing, I would help him, but yeah, it was great. I got a lot of work done that way. I gotta sell this. I was gonna do the I was gonna do some high stuff. I'm gonna leave that for today. I'm gonna leave that for today. I'll do that another day. I'll do that as like a full stream. I'll just do a full stream of me just joining random heists like I used to. But I'll do that another day. Probably maybe next week if it's a shit week, or maybe tomorrow if I'm on. I don't know. Probably won't be tomorrow, so I'll be on late. But maybe next week. Maybe if next week's got like a shit week and there's nothing good to do, I might do it then. Because I want to actually I want to get locked in on that. I want to actually do a lot of them, and I don't think I'll have enough time to do a lot. Especially since I got to sell. So, yeah, I think, yeah, I'll leave that for now. And I'll do that later. I'll do that another day. Just do a full stream of that. You're going to treat yourself to a film? Yeah, no worries. Enjoy your film. Have a good one. So let me sell this. This is AB Walker? No, what is this? Walker and Son. This is Walker and Son, isn't it? All right, so let me do this, and then I will sell. Ooh, oh, this is it. Logistics depot. Oh, this is full except for one. I have to sell this first. Let me sell this, then I'll sell my bunker. And then I did nightclub a couple of nights ago. No, I did last night, I think. I came on for like a little bit last night, did my casino, my nightclub, and then went off. So let me sell the boat. I'll sell my bunker. I've done acid. Done, I keep calling it casino, it's nightclub. And then that'll be it, I think. Just because it makes more sense to do... It makes more sense to do the other thing when I have a full stream for it. I really want to do it, but... Nah. I'll save that for next week if it's a shit week. But I'm really annoyed though, because I've been grinding this. I've been grinding these things out, right? And I'm nowhere near done. And it's like the grind on these. I get they're supposed to be long, but my God, the fact you've got to grind like 10 million cars to sell, 10 million cars money from $10 million from car sales, and then you got to make 5 million from salvaging. That's $15 million you got to make from the chop shop, and the chop shop is really not that good when it comes to money. You make $1 million max a week. I can make more than that from a bunker / acid lab. I can make more than that in a night, whereas chop shop you only can do 3 a week. So unless if chop shop is on bonus, you're not going to make a lot of money from it. So every week I'm grinding it, I make another million. So I've got to do another 5 mil in sales. That's 5 weeks. And then I've got to do another 2.5 mil in salvaging. So that's another 3 weeks. So effectively I've got to do eight more weeks. 8 more weeks of grind. Which is ridiculous. On top of doing Agents of Sabotage, I've got to do 25 more Agents of Sabotage. "25 Agents of bloody Sabotage, man, that's so long. So if I do one a week, if I do one a day, and one a stream, and I do, let's say an average, let's say I do about 15, I do about 12 to 15, no, that's actually true when I think about it. On average, I only do about 12 to 15 streams a month now. Like some weeks I do more, so some like this month is, well, April's been quite good for streaming. But I know in like, was it March where I did, I think March or February, I only did maybe about 10 streams that entire month. So that's looking like, that could be 2.5 months on a month, on a phase like that. I mean, I could just stream every day this month. I mean, I could. Do I want to? No, but I could come on and stream for like an hour and a half on like on certain days where I don't want to stream for very long or I don't have time. I could do like 1 Agents of Sabotage, and if I did 2 Agents of Sabotage each day, then that reduces it to 12. But do I want to do 2 Agents of Sabotage a day? Especially on days where they got something good on, like Arena Wars. Do I really want to forego Arena Wars for like an hour or 2? Well, I guess it doesn't take that long, to be fair. Like they're quite short, but still, do I want to forego Arena Wars? Because I know what I'd rather do. Hey, if it says Arena Wars, if the options are Arena Wars or doing that, I'm gonna be real, I'd rather do Arena Wars. All this just for the Nico Bellic outfit, I swear. All this for that, huh? See, I see other people doing that. I see people like Dark Viper doing it, right? Doing all their career, and I'm like, bro, you get paid for that. That's your career. You get paid for doing that shit. If I was getting paid to do this shit, I probably would have a lot more. I mean, I'd have way more time. I mean, if I was getting paid for this shit and I could do 8 hours at least a day locked in, bro, I could do it. I could finish the career mode off in probably a month and a half, 2 months. Well, maybe not that soon, but yeah, because you still got to do limitations on things like on you still have the issue of needing a good team to do things like Diamond Casino and do the elite challenges and stuff on the OG heist. But then you'd also need to have you'd also have to wait for Chop Shop, because Chop Shop is, you know, that you can't speed Chop Shop up. There's no way to do Chop Shop faster. You just have you can only do it as fast as Rockstar wants you to do that. The fuck is going on there? Oh, I just didn't spawn in the facility. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, so that would be, yeah, if I had like Dark Vibe, if I was making money from this and I was, yeah, I mean, I'd be calm. I could easily grind it out, but trying to fit this in 3 hours, 2-3 hours every couple of days. I don't have time. If this shit should have been out during COVID, I'd have been grinding this stuff out. Although, to be fair, I'm annoyed because when they added this stuff, it didn't count stuff I did during COVID. Like, it didn't count any of my Cayo Perico money or anything like that. That annoys me. Like, same with the Dr. Dre missions. I already did all that stuff. I grinded out 200 Dr. Dre security things to get the max amount paid in, and they didn't even count that. So I've got to do another 100. I mean, it's just, nah, they screwed me. It really did screw me. Closing in on 500 mil on the bunker. Very nice. $500 million earned just from the bunker alone. Probably could have made more if it was still COVID again. I could make more, way more. Like we were selling like half bunkers. I think we sold quite a fair few full bunkers during COVID, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Like, I remember, I have a distinct memory of sometimes, especially during like the events where they had double bunker. I'm pretty sure I have good memories of us selling like mad bunkers, mad money in bunker. I have very good memories of that with Yassine. I can still remember Yassine. Nah, you know what? I get sad whenever I think of Yassine, yeah. I get sad because I'm like, bro, that Don was on it. That Don was on it. He knew what to do before you even asked him to. That guy was so... He was locked in. He was locked in every single time, and I've been looking at old clips. I've been like just putting old clips up on YouTube, and the amount of times I see Yassine in the chat just laughing at something, or like just doing something in the game. Nah, that guy was true legend right there. True legend. Honestly, I'll never forget. I think the saddest thing is for me when it comes to GTA 6 is knowing that we're only getting for a very short period of time. Like I know he'll get on it, but we're only having for a little bit. We're only getting for maybe a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, sporadically, but we won't get the, you know, that. You know, we were very lucky. We were blessed. We were blessed during the good old days. Hey, Lethal. Good morning to you too. We were really blessed, but hey, got loads of videos of it, so hopefully, I can start looking at those and getting some of those actually done. Because I like uploading the clips. I'd like to upload the full videos because some of the clips are really funny, and I know I have the full video of them, and I'm like, man, I want to see the whole thing. This is one of my favorite routes. Oh, maybe... Okay, no, it was good. It's good. One of my favorite routes for Dune Buggy. I hate Dune Buggy, but if I have to get Dune Buggy, I like this setup because you get that great jump. It's all in a... It's actually... See, people probably would think that Rockstar just puts these randomly, but they're not. They're actually really well thought out. They're really well thought out. They flow, these ones. I mean, they all do, to be fair. All the gun running stuff, they all flow. The design for the routes is very, you can tell that they put the effort in. Any chance of me doing a Clucking Bell Kaya soon? Very unlikely. I probably will never do Clucking Bell ever again, just because I don't need to do it. And Cayo Perico, I'm very tired of Cayo Perico because I grinded the hell out of that a couple weeks ago. I did, I think, 4 in 2 days, and then I did a bunch more before that, so I'm very tired of Cayo Perico at the moment. I still need to do more to get the career ticked off, but it's not super vital for me to do them right now. If anything, I'll probably wait for Rockstar to put on the Panther statue again. Or at least an event where they give higher odds of getting things like the pink diamond and stuff like that that actually makes it worth doing. Something where I can get at least 1.3, 1.4 million rather than getting 1.1. Because the last time I did them, like, the amount of times I got really mid takes, yeah, pain. If I get a million, I'd say I've got to get 25 million to finish the career mode for it. If I get a million a go, I got to do it 25 times. If I get 1.5 million a go, ooh, it's a little bit less work for me. No, unfortunately, at the moment, my grind is going to consist of me doing these very tedious Agents of Sabotage missions and Chop Shop. That's my... And also Money Fronts, which I also don't like, but I have to do. Although, actually, Money Fronts I don't mind as much now, because if you do the Helitors missions, they're actually not that long. They take very little amount of time to do. No, not Helitors, sorry, the weed ones, that's it, the weed ones. They take so little time to do. And you get like 30 grand a go. So I can do 10 of them, that's 300 grand. And I can do that in maybe about 2 hours, if that. Not even 2 hours, I don't think. I think they take like 5 minutes, so... maybe like an hour. And I only need to get 2 million, I think. So that's really not bad, actually. That's probably the least grindy thing Rockstar's added to the game in years. Yeah, I'm already halfway there anyway. Damn, I'm already halfway there? What the hell? I should be doing more of those. Those are... yeah, that's a way easier grind. Why am I... well, I mean, I have to do Chop Shop anyway, but I mean, yeah, that's a way easier grind. I should be doing that. I should be ticking that off. Any heists in general? I don't really get a chance to do heists these days because I don't have anyone to do heists with. So I very rarely do heists. I am going to do a night where I just do random heists, where I just join random Donnies. But it won't be like one heist in one go. It will be like just joining various random heists and just seeing what people are doing. So it could be like a setup in Prison Break here, and it could be a finale of Series A there and stuff like that. It won't be like set like a full heist. It would just be kind of whatever people invite me to kind of thing. But it will only be for one night because it's not something that I need to do. It's just something that I want to do for a bit of fun, but It's not part of the grind I need to do. Nice. Scott Franklin, let's do an assassination mission. If my warehouse has delivered it in time, then I'll sell that. If not, I'll sell that either after stream or tomorrow or whenever our next stream.
Yo, what you need?
Pay for it.
Alright, shit, let me make a few calls.
I'm in that situation right now where I'm doing a whole bunch of different types of jobs, different types of careers. And it doesn't seem like there's a lot of progress being made, but it is progress, it's just spread out. And that I'll have a bunch of them completed at roughly the same time. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when you're doing trophies in a game, it's like you might have a bunch of stuff you're doing, no trophies are popping up, and then you just get a bunch of trophies all around the same time. So like Outlast. Outlast is like that. Outlast Trials. A bunch of the trophies are related to doing certain activities a bunch of times. And so I'm getting a lot of the trophies now all kind of near the same time period because I've been doing loads of the different activities and it's all kind of coming together now. So it's like that, I suppose.
Man, this should be a wholesome ass.
Do I have the Hakuchu drag bike? Yes, I have the Hakuchu drag. I use that for the time trials a lot, yeah. That's basically my main vehicle for time trials is the Hakuchu drag, because it is just very good. Let the golfing equipment and take out the target using remote control bomb. Ah, I know what's going to happen. It's going to fail it for me. Every time I do this one, I end up getting a failure. I think I've estimated that I should be getting a bunch of these careers done all around the same time in July-ish. Basically July. I've been grinding them out for months. Should all come together around July. Be glorious when it does. Oh man, I can't wait.
Bitch, what are you gonna do about it?
Hey, fuck you, pal.
But
Alright, put the golf club away because you're going to get yourself seen. I know what's going to happen.
whatever.
Okay, so this guy's on the first... Oh, hole 3, so I think that's over here, right? Yeah. Man, we still need to do the golf again. I keep saying we need to do it. We need to get... When Joe and Dina are on, and hopefully Rebecca as well, hopefully we can get the golf going again. So that was a great... That was great, like... Doing that with Yassine back in the day... At night where we just were like, you know what, let's just do some golf. We'd done all the heists. We'd done like 4 casinos and we're like, ah, yeah, let's just chill for a bit. And we did the golf. That was so fun.
Clear the road.
I'm actually really excited for GTA 6. I hope there's some amazing golf mini games in that. I would love to have some great golf courses. Oops.
Absolute moron. What the fuck am I doing?
I love how they automatically know it's me. I love how they don't just go, wait, how? What happened? They just go, yeah, it's that Don there. It's that random Donnie that's just standing there. Which I guess, to be fair, is pretty accurate. I mean, it's a bit weird that I'm just standing there looking away, but still, I mean, they should probably be like, oh, yeah, like, this guy, yeah, maybe it's him, maybe it's not. Maybe they should try to arrest me or something. You'd have a round of golf in this. It's great. Like, honestly, the golf in this is not bad. It's fun. Is it as good as a proper golf game? No, but it has the benefit of it being our own characters. And I love that for it. Actually, when the game was still fairly new, one of the things I did to build up my strength was play golf. I wanted my strength to be maxed out. And I played a shit ton of golf. I did 9 holes of golf every single day after my end of my night. I'd start playing around about 5-6ish, and I would finish around about 10ish, and I would grind, and then I would do a bit of golf, and then I would turn off the game. And that was it. And then I'd go and play Payday 2, which was my main game at the time. Yeah, I hope GTA 6 has a load of golf. I hope there's loads of little mini games to do. I want there to be pool. I would love if there was pool in this. Or snooker or something, because I know for a fact that we would be on that. Bowling. If there was bowling, we'd be on that too. I keep saying it, Rockstar needs to do an update where they add a whole bunch of mini games for people, because I love that stuff. Yes, I'm on console. I'm on PS5. Ooh. Nah, just give me a night. Just give me a bunch of mini games as a DLC. That'd be way better than that, adding a bunch of missions that no one cares about, or another business that no one cares about. Because yeah, I could spend hours doing that. Spend hours playing bowling. I don't think the business is ready to sell. It's close, but I don't think it's there. I'll probably leave it until after stream or until another stream. Probably after stream, because I'll probably leave the game running and then I'll probably just go and do something else. I can work on the bot a bit for like another half an hour to an hour. Yeah, still not ready. Right, whatever. Yeah, okay, that's it then. I think that's it. I'm pretty happy with what I did tonight. I've made about 2 mil. Actually, I probably made more than that. Just what I've made, like, in the wallet. I've got another warehouse to sell. I've done 2 chop shops, which is great because that's ticked off a bunch more things. I've done another Agents of Sabotage. That's great. I only got to do another 25 of those. I've done 2 phone assassinations, so that means I only got to do another 40 something of those. It's getting there. It's getting there. Like, everything is slowly getting there. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I mean, 59, I got to do what? So that's 41 more payphone hits. Shop, I've got to do another 5 million sales plus other stuff. Agents of Sabotage, another 25 of those. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do, but it's getting there. It's just one of those things where it's a slow burner. But I've got to do it. Yeah, no worries. I'm happy to do it. I wish I could stream longer, but I am pretty tired. I would, if it was a weekend or something, I'd probably stream for another hour or something, do a 4-hour stream, but it's just because it's the middle of the week, and I'm pretty tired. And I do want to work on the bot a little bit off stream. Yeah, and I think I'm just... The problem with doing these things is that they are very mentally draining. If it was something... You know, like doing... If they did something cool like Arena Wars, I could play for hours, but... Yeah, these are mentally draining, so... I think that's all I can handle for tonight. 3 hours is enough for me. I will be back. I don't know when. It might be tomorrow. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be for another... It might be tomorrow. It might be the day after. Who knows? I'll try to come back on soon, though, and do some more. Hopefully, they'll put something good on this week, and we can have some fun. We'll see, though. Who knows? Yeah, it's Rockstar. We never know. Sometimes they give us something good. Sometimes they really don't care for us. So we'll wait and see on Thursday. In the meantime, though, have a good one. God bless. Have a nice night. Have a nice day for those who are having their day starting out. Take care, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye.